Much sure. And so Christian. Yanre amanonin semnimo.
Or enra mami transfers in muka krebi. Na one transfer Manchester United aya Andy excite me. You got it signing, you know.
Okay.
Now since the Manchester United echo transfer window num echo to player bar. Nandi wabusa won say sa player na Oba no. Oba be solve day. I remember very well. Say Manchester United echo akoto Messi Mount no. And you kaya now to be out here.
Yeah.
And na metia say. Me bisa me won say Messi Mount coming to Manchester United and the Oba be solve day. Last season Manchester United echo Atalanta. Echo fa Rasmus Højlund de buy. And the now be says a brand ten friend Rasmus Højlund no. Oba Manchester United na oba upgraded day. Because you know did just one season over Europe. And the first season at Atalanta, he scored only 9 goals. Sa player na o say 9 goals. E Serie A no. O kofana ba Manchester United na and the onye upgrade of what they never heard of that. But season way Manchester United echo transfer window no more. I think say they've done proper assessment of their team, identified their weaknesses, and they are trying to solve them. One of their weaknesses last season and deny defensively. And to hear more transfer now, Lenny Yoruba, Mataz Letaba, Mazarawi Swaba. What I say? So last season, Babia Manchester United brepa, especially a bra injuries by no, na defensive air partnership, na nye. But there are 2 more last season, no, based on players United at Tono, menya sure say a better 2 more season way. But agura ye kasano, Ten Hag eba Manchester United in 2022, and you are spending power. Ten Hag eba Manchester United no. Enra, what in the latest sign in the Kanwa, and he was spending £600 million. And in Pennyforce, when we give you so much, then we expect so much. Yeah. So, say Manchester United in bear over 2 years. Now, we manage no buy no. Or mama was £600 million into the transfer market. No one spending that much there. Andy, the expectation is that say ultimate league in Ukraine and you need to compete. Now Manuel Ugarte and the Mekai pass of free air Sporting Lisbon and about PSG. PSG for Ugarte around £50.5 million. Last season, about 37 matches for PSG. Bandi dia no be solve. Dia no be solve. Who's a PSG aboka? Yeah. Say PSG for a ton £50.5 million. Manchester United a ton say. So strike balance now. Anka in rare figures there. Anka PSG na boka. But PSG being smart at a 10% sell on clause ashim. And it a canon wabon in neno. In the event, some Manchester United air to a brand tena. Sa 10% sell on clause no. Echimeti sa kanu. Bandi. Manuel Ugarte eba Manchester United problem be no be solve. Now me mashe Manchester United in finfino and na Roy Keane na ebo Manchester United in finfino. Roy Keane and this abinu postcoast no and ebo finfin. And in recent times you know, say Manchester United play bi abebo sign finfin one more. It does a player dey ba a short term and about me more. And I just say Mourinho and the one boy ne Nemanja Matic.
Yeah, Matic.
Matic eba Manchester United and I just you know and you know it already 29 years. 29 years and the short term.
Long time. Long term near Unya.
2 seasons ago, Omukofa Haya, Casemiro, Real Madrid actually moves when you a short term and the Unya longevity. Manuel Ugarte na Alba Manchester United no and the 23 years. So in recent years, sa position no Kobe Manu a player be and he needs a player on any babo bet me understand no. Casemiro etimi ma longevity me sure say ebia o hwe Manchester United signing no na Casemiro wo hodom dia one hwe next year Casemiro beko so o kwa sa longevity mfimfi honom no why na be say adwuma no e dey Manchester United and the Emmanuel Ugarte the entire me say obe solve an identified problem in Manchester United. And the last season, Manchester United share 57 goals, concede 58. You can't say, Obia dream cause defensively, no, they were bad, but Andy only coach is Kasa defense, no, and yet backline in sometimes even Pep Guardiola team, no, the first line of defense the attack. More lead the attack, no, when I must start pressing. And for no, you need to do a lot of tackles and prevent attacks. It in Caboni be drew a backline one. They are either heading away or blocking a shot. But last year, Andy, Tia saying, Timwa or concede more shots in the Premier League in Guam. Set team in Manchester United a bar. Or more shot at Manchester United no. Only Sheffield. And a concede more shot than Manchester United. Manchester United concede 435 shots in the Premier League last season. In those 434 shots, no, and it's a all striking averager. Manchester United were conceding 11 shots per game. You started season way, Man U about 2 matches. Andy, Manchester United first game was against Fulham. They won. And only winning 1-0. But let's go back and watch the start again. Manchester United conceded 10 shots. Fulham about 10 shots against Manchester United. They won. Manchester United next game was against Brighton. They lost by 2-1. And the Omulusu 2-1. No. Manchester United conceded 14 shots against Brighton. 5 of them were on target. Meaning, sir, 2 games already in the Premier League, you know, Manchester United and the conceded 24 shots, an average of 12 shots per game. And the last year, now how many shots per game? On average, now 11. 2 games into the new season, Manchester United conceded 24 shots. Meaning, sir, averagely, you know, 12 shots per game. The same way na number last season, no, and one almost able. Then you got Deba. Premier League, you know, and your Premier League in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Upe player Andy or making more tackles na Jao Pahina. So no call a Bayern.
Yeah.
Or making 52 tackles, not just 52 tackles. Tackles won. 52. The next player or making more tackles, Europe, the top 5 leagues, you know, player or making more tackles after Pahina, no, branch a friend, Emmanuel Ugarte. So here Manchester United game now, and the team, yeah, it doesn't matter the team. I said the rate at which I'm with me fan and then Musa and making shot against Manchester United, no, is something they needed to solve. And that is why Ugarte or a tackler. And our tackle no so no. Ni win or tackle no games are boss are all winning no. And they were only second to Pahina last year in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Editing say Kobe Manu bekan ho. Nebia in fact the first game one a branch of friend Casemiro boy no. And you say in Casemiro of Real Madrid against Fulham. Joshua Zezi every bench be share go there. Yeah, the man of the match Emma Joshua Zezi there. But if you ask me beyond the goal, no, a branch or ball part on that day, no, na Casemiro. So say Casemiro to me boss 1 year. Na Manolo Gatti bekan ho. No with me provided sa proper shield. The Manchester United now, I think United will be good to go. Even though they may not win the Premier League, you know, but they will be better than they did last season.
Okay.
You know, about solve a problem. They've identified it. And then he just coming to solve some problem. Their can say offer a different leagues and another league. Or say a 2 different domain. At so bet me adapting 10 terminal. But this time there a deadline transfer. And it one go pre-season. edit no sa adaptation period no I only hope say enche na straight away to move into the team now hitting the grounds running and I think say United are a good business you got a player na Arsenal penu me kai one day na Tiana Dr. Safojeka say you got there sa Arsenal nyani wi a omoje Premier League no but eventually Arsenal sanka you got eno ko pie mu PSG kakra sa he has now come back to Manchester United and I hope say profile na odeba PSG na nka Arsenal penu no or the same profile about Manchester United and solve that problem now United they face last season.
Okay.
City and said Anto. City and said Anto. So omo far omo ankasa omo academy e wo
Girona.
So omo play omo so omo team kofa the free about 24 million pounds but City generate sika wo. Andy Cancelo ko say 21.2 million. Odi we die ne ka ho a striker yom de ne call ATM ya
Julian Alvarez.
Manchester United are raising 141 million euros in this transfer market. Man City 141 million euros in this transfer market. Play on what next time. So what is a Man City to play 100 million and they have generated money. Tomba Kaya Abia by this time, they are trying to manage the squad and see whether they can compete or not. But do generally no who's a problem you hold more. Now the 100 million kwakoto player now. Just remember how much they have raised this time. And how much they have saved.
How much they go some man no dia ko.
Omo said Antoine how they said dead money say omo say nya Ikai Gundogan for free. Kevin De Bruyne fit. Bosom no so honum so wampira and the onunko agina Man City game no mu a Man City favorite to win the Premier League and the way they omo transfer no omo a bit cautious aso mo so mo heso mo team betimi compete say do be January now say they need to solve a certain problem and they've raised enough money keeping it somewhere waiting for opportunity to spend 41 million. They spend less than 41 million on it. 100 million da hon mo say transfer window no be in January and umbe romombe same. Almost same so it is a money they have raised.
Pep Guardiola after Savino making the debut Muso mo posting or more ex-hander. Posting a Riyad Mahrez game and Obetro comment you said wait a minute. On that Riyad Savino now say another Riyad Mahrez be in Man City. See, why we out to okay. Was saying you're going to one for free. Man City
transfer ni na me Ghana ni. They me depa they say I have seen a Ghanaian moving straight from the Ghana Premier League, from a Ghana Premier League club, and the wanko team biao. Normally, once a Ghanaian player be a movie, and the next Spain plan and kete. Were you not excited? Senra, what is a Ghanaian player move to Barcelona?
Yeah, David Odro.
Andy, for a Barcelona to scout a Ghanaian from Kromwase, as a Omra Barcelona there, they've seen something, they've seen potential. Ghana baby a left back who. What's that I'm saying? Baba Rahman can say Omo left back on Wajai ball. Baba Rahman crown and nobody say. Now Baba Rahman anyhow. Now left back, when I say a Bressa, you should solve a left back a problem. And then Barcelona identify a left back, player or a left back, and straight away they've poached the player and sent him straight away to Barca Team B. And the Barcelona and so there, so what Team B now? The opportunity to play for Team A no, available me boy.
Yeah.
Man grant the opportunity. It is our Korana a friend who draw now. Osi akandema Legon City na Man City by Barcelona abefano to their Team B no. I'm only hoping say opportunity on the masa kwada no. Maybe 1 year later ebehu odro we so osi akan edema Barcelona in the first team.
But Oko Chelsea for some months no year trials with Chelsea from Accra Lions and all. Na unse Accra Lions this German now or no any investment be shame. The Ohesa player where just like Alphonso Davies.
Yeah.
Barca didn't waste time.
Potential. Andy, there's a difference between having potential and living up to the potential.
Yeah.
So Barcelona have seen a potential. Their can say I am a Ghanaian. The last Ghanaian obo edima Barcelona Kevin Prince Boateng and the Ankoyi one ton Ghana ye and farmer Barcelona. And Barcelona to have identified this youngster. Normally, we identify as a youngster now. Yeah, Europe, South America, and fast our youngsters no. And to trek all the way from to Africa, identify a Ghanaian playing for a Ghanaian Premier League side. Now, scouting the I think they've seen huge potential. Adeba many agents say Andy say yes a D now. Normally no, yeah na sell on close him. Yeah. It is a BBA fa now Brent need to live up to expectation. Accra Lions be di ache.
Luther Matthews asem na make.
Yeah.
We are
obedi di ho ache. Accra Lions be di sa di we ho ache. Eti em mpa enta Brent na chi. Yem make sure say the development ni betimi progress as we all expect. Yeah. Now, 2 years later, Basa airline upwa left back. No say left back. No, Akra Nebo, Alejandro Airbadi. We no Kakrabia. Se badi ni one more. Then on the competition for.
Se badi ni one sa kofa Akra. Gerard Martin.
On the one Akra so 22 years, but just our ball Lamasi anache. No, 22 years. 22 years. Ni abrobo na B2 and kabisa obo miss.
I'm saying Akra because that's what Lamasi.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Ranking the train. How do you say Luther Matthews? Ranking. Thank you.
My Raheem Sterling. So.
Aha, it's a deal. Go me. Arsenal for be say omonto, but Edu Gaspar Chiremu say it made a lot of sense because look, Arsenal are not paying any transfer fee. A loan deal.
With the option to buy. And as it stands now, Nisikano, what Arsenal are paying are less than 50%. Arsenal will have 40%. Chelsea covers 60% of the deal. Player Adebakwa neto dimpa ni player or Jessica Kessie. Raheem Sterling no, and any wages now. In that situation, there are only two solutions. Either the player will be willing to bet na Tiaso. Now Akobo team na obeso okono. Andy Raheem Sterling edge £325,000 a week. So otesu £200,000 are still ano obeji £135,000 a week. Most of the Premier League clubs can't afford even that. £325,000 a week. It is a Raheem Sterling available in the market. Obi nyanka ope. Dodo nyanya ebian kompeo. Badi ehunu omone se debi. Sikada brand teneji no. And yentimi ntua. And normally utesti sika. So because it to aketua so Andy a very difficult so betimi to aketua so no matter how big the money is. Ebi etifiase. Make us a 50,000 Ghana cedis a month. What this Ghana cha I want ba pure from so mun here obium but only more contract searching for so okay bra ya be ma 10,000 but this what one hwa wonye. It's Raheem Sterling no Andy this one kese and so Chelsea because sika na oji no ukasa won pe na and to make matters worse omasa teams na will say omumpe no. Yeah. And they say, oh yes, Anna, already what ready to a brand any value. And I'm at Mrs. Sound. Me kai pass a preseason. Enzo Maresca. Eka say were one of their most important players. Me wa. Again, see ya in preseason. One coach. Eka say Raheem Sterling. One of their most important players. Near start season now. BBC force obey the most expensive outcast. Chelsea told 50 million. Players in the back Man City try to share Chelsea and no. Raheem Sterling every Man City ever Chelsea Chelsea try £50 million in 2022. Player out on £50 million and the or just £325,000 a week. Yet who condemn on say on your part of the first team. That is why BBC can say we're the most expensive outcast. Secondly, Omoto Pedro Neto buy no. And the Pedro Neto is SJC number say 7. Yeah. Why just in number Sterling. So all indication there may be some say Dina from pre-season and almost one of their most important players no. Ever do the beginning of the season and they'll be a complete outcast. Nemum the Tiani say if we are obia deserve a second chance. Chelsea ono so what the car player back or retire now when the profile one Abaka say one of the world best no Abaka so waje Ballon d'Or from Liverpool to Man City to from Liverpool to Man City.
Transfer na style na dey to so yes was spending with Liverpool to Manchester City to Chelsea now to Arsenal or spending 3 years in Liverpool 2012-2015 and 15 to 2022 Manchester City.
Yes.
2022-2024 at Chelsea.
Yeah.
And 2024 upwards.
Arsenal. Where teams no boni na Oka Premier League na akese no wabo Liverpool, wabo Man City, wabo Arsenal, wabo Chelsea. In the last 10 years no teams na G Premier League no e na obo Liverpool agi Premier League, Man City agi, Arsenal akra de ho so gi bi ache.
But there's a question I know we say say to whose advantage? Is it to the advantage of Chelsea, to the advantage of Arsenal?
A win-win situation. A loader at that Chelsea con. Chelsea will need to free their wage bill. So Brent in the car say on corner bet now. And can almost boni be that. Because Maka said when you're part of the first team. But obey nine chain, why you obey training on there, obey committed, obey professional. Most on the second team in your training, and on the second team in training. But week biano, you are going to pay him £325,000 for a work no done. It's an okay, half of the money every wage bill no so. Wow. Say oko na osako so sidia. The obligation to buy, someone said to have a free space in their mamu. So a win-win situation. Again, already Chelsea covered the position, Say Chelsea cover Pedro Neto aba. Pedro Neto ne say Kramasa de Jadon Sancho asabe kan. It's in the position there. So asa kan ho there and the na menye baby in the extreme situation e dey bian ko benya boni biabo. Because the position already covered. So the wage bill Chelsea a free wage bill for a player on my describable Sandy why outcast. Now me say Ateta a top player. Me person make kan ho asem biem because Kai Havertz e ma manim go ase. Because Otto Kai Havertz I did not see any sense in say Otto Kai Havertz, but last season Kai Havertz e prove ye nyina wrong. Kai Havertz e 14 goals at the Arsenal. He was one of the main reasons why Arsenal challenged for the Premier League last season. 14 goals. You started season win so no, and they were starting off Osha. It's in the time of Otto Kai Havertz now. Some of us did not see any sense in buying Kai Havertz. Eventually, and he proved all of us wrong. Or you'll be ordinary Juma Payon. Ateta any Raheem Sterling. Juma or Man City. And the Antonio. Diakani said, based on what he has done in the past. Ejuma Kasiani said, how then do you spark that fire again? And the Raheem Sterling by Chelsea. 81 games for Chelsea, 19 goals last year, and yet, but last year, 43 matches for Raheem Sterling, he scored 10 goals for Arsenal.
Chelsea. For
Chelsea. He played 43 matches. In those 43 matches, he scored 10 goals. And in all competition, Raheem Sterling numbers as a winger and yet bad. 549 games so far. And Raheem Sterling abo. In those 549 games, Raheem Sterling has 173 goals. And the second numbers we know, and numbers are yade judge a main striker obi or a front man, hit man, only the attack no. But Raheem Sterling as a winger in 549 games has 173 goals. So me sure Ateta is looking for players bia or make me add more goals to the team no. But has another. Now you are judging Raheem Sterling based on what he has done in the past. Diakani said I'm only waiting to see how Ateta betimi I ignited the spark in him. Once he's able to do that, I think he has gotten a player and onimno on a Juma pain. On a very good day, Raheem Sterling betimi Arsenal goals. And Medicaka me Sisi Ankasa dear, I don't see any sense in buying Raheem Sterling. But Kai Havertz purchase now Arsenal toy intino. Andy, me you say Papa Nikoto player I'll just wait and see the outcome until I make a judgment.
Okay.
Ntime twa na kwa debate ebesi. Jadon Sancho.
Yes, Trent, yeah, my Chelsea or more attacking options now. Say with the inclusion and Christian, Nicholas Jackson, Magui, João Felix, Jadon Sancho, Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, and Mudryk.
Say Chelsea aboka baku. Use Lukaku dino. Chelsea aboka. Say Chelsea to Lukaku 97.5 million pounds. Oton say 30 million. And the Kasusuru. Manchester United no aboka on Jadon Sancho. Omoto Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund 73 million pounds. And the Oko loan meboa.
Yeah.
Loan na Oko no with obligation to buy. Yakas obligation to buy. After the loan expire, you are obligated. Say so to player no. And the say 1 year no so no about 1 year loan ni we are. Na say Chelsea person or to abrantie na. And the omo turn between 20 to 25 million. Emro 25 million pounds.
But the crown ne tono e shemu say Chelsea obligation to buy no be guaranteed when Chelsea ever finish it from 1st to 14.
Yeah. And crown say Chelsea finish it 1st to 14 so they won't say achievable. And they are 1st to 14 there. Chelsea will finish within that. It is our obligation to buy and they are to be activated. But I'm saying say Chelsea to me activate is our obligation to buy now. Or top player no less than 20
less than 30. 20
maximum 25 for a player Manchester United bought at 73 million. United aboka. But the enter Tembiano and the Jadon Sancho. That Jadon Sancho I watch at Dortmund is not a bad player.
We don't have the numbers no Dortmund. Trying to financial brand. The numbers for Dortmund no. Incredible. We got 158 matches, 53 goals, 67 assists. What
you need is sometimes you may be very good, but the environment may not be conducive for you.
Okay.
And the environment, now, the club, the coach, players around him, doesn't bring the best out of him. Because the Jadon Sancho, especially in their game against PSG, first leg na also our Signal Iduna Park, Jadon Sancho was basically the world best on that day. And the Dortmund, they do the finals of the Champions League. They did not win because only Madrid bought Champions League already we were 2-0 down before the game even start. And the Manchester United 3 full seasons. He only played 83 matches for Manchester United and the Amfa. But again, ni position na osai bono so no Manchester United cover sa position no he say hwan eboho amode Amad Diallo eboho and hwan biem Garnacho so those two players no available and the enya their coach ni bebo abrantia your friend Jadon Sancho or outcast oko on the other side Rashford and Anthony and the senye Anthony and a coach you had a turn and or turn about there. Send Anthony Mumko, Emma Rashford, a Santo Tina. But Anthony a coach you had a turn and or turn at a very expensive cost. It is also a cotona, not as one West Manchester United Fusika. The idea is manager Anthony na no other branch of Sancho and Sweet Timiko. But the problem is that Chelsea attacking force and they say Celestine very difficult. Because they say Nkuku, Nicholas Jackson, Pedro Neto, Mudryk, Madueke, Cole Palmer, João Felix, Magui, and other Sancho Ababekano. But the Sancho I watch at Borussia Dortmund should be able to get into this Chelsea team. Now eventually say BBC. Next Chelsea team finish within the first 14. Now they are obligated to buy the player now. Manchester United now boka. Because Chelsea being a very good player at a very cheap cost. 25 million pounds these days in the transfer market, and the a youngster, a top academy player. And I say, be off Europe now, or South America, I cover South players in Iba, and I did 25 million at home. And to be able to buy Sancho, and I believe, sir, the Sancho I watch at Dortmund, and he will succeed at Chelsea. Now, we are now Sancho numbers, no 15 goals. and I was about 12 goals. I provided about 11 assists. Now the numbers were toss our player no less than 30 million. Chelsea any a proper bargain for the player. I'm only waiting say ebefa ana emfa. You see marketing him yard and they just wait and see and I think they've done a good job. And I'm sure games me in the Premier League. Arsenal ebo Brighton. So far, teams mienu pe and a Premier League no ball enter monet. Arsenal I will need 2 matches. 2 matches in almost 2-0, 2-0. Meaning say Arsenal as a 4 goals, they are yet to concede. The next team will ball enter on the net and the Liverpool. Liverpool so as a almost 2 matches, ball enter on the net. But against Brighton and a very, very, very interesting game, I would not like to miss. Gentra, so far, and it's all be Premier League table now. 4 teams and 6 points. Man City 6 points. Liverpool 6 points. Arsenal 6 points. Tima account money 9. Our more winning all their matches, and the Brighton. Brighton so 6 points. Brighton first game in the Premier League, was an away game to Everton. And the Omokoshe Everton 3-0. Next game was a home game against Manchester United. They beat Manchester United by 2-1. Etienne had here. Arsenal as how many goals? 4. Among concede. Brighton as a 5. Among concede 1. Among Arsenal now goal difference +4. Obia was 6 points. Obia was 6 points. But only the entire me say Arsenal favorite to win the Premier League. No. Ade Arsenal kono how defensively solid. Masha Brighton 2 games in no. Sa defensive errors na ma Brighton win 2 games no. Arsenal will not give you that defensive errors no. Osho omoni Everton. Yeah. Everton defensively were woeful and omoni ball na chess and they took advantage and beat them 3-0.
Check keep Suchebi.
Keep pay for Suchebi. Arsenal will not give you that opportunities. Among Manchester United, even the last goal, the way Manchester United defended that second goal now, Adingra, air cross, Emma Pedro net one cry say João Pedro, Epping Bono to net now. Such spaces, Arsenal will not give you. So very, 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 very difficult game. So all started last season now. Arsenal last 8 Premier League matches, and the Arsenal take win. They won all their last 8 games in the Premier League. Now, because of Man City, only Man City ball, I quite say ball La Liga now. Only Madrid ball La Liga no margins for error now the 0. Because every point we about drop will be and may count eventually. It's Arsenal because they are competing against Man City. They have no room for errors. They have no room to be dropping points at this time. Edia City Beshe medical catch no say some person G League now 10 games to end the season. Make sure say advantage in City. Because 10 games to end the season, City will not be dropping points. It's against Brighton. As difficult as it is, I expect Arsenal. They did Arsenal a my favor. No, Arsenal was defensively. In the last 12 months, there is no team in the Premier League defensively were better than Arsenal. And I think against Brighton, I'm going for Arsenal to keep another clean sheet and win by 2-0 because problem now defensive errors now. Brighton for 2 games Arsenal will not give you that problems
Okay.
The Arsenal will win and probably keep a clean sheet. A win for Arsenal and 2-0. West Ham Man City. Medical can. On the Tamana Messi prime Messi no. Messi Emma team biana Messi Bobiano. Na that team our advantage over any team just because of Messi. Now say me man for Pep treble no awogie no omni sa Pep team no ato Barcelona treble na ye gie in 2015 no say omumienu ni hia why ne be wini the 30 advantage to sa Barca team no because of Leo Messi. So who Messi Andy your favorite. But the asabe pie ni say Man City for enya their own version of Messi in a different way. Andy Haaland numbers now or they in the Premier League no it is crazy. O Taibi. And or complete how many passes? 3. Or touch how many balls? It doesn't matter. Now Juma all you say the biamas or can't say move. Say it's a ball. No. The most difficult aspect of football is goal scoring. And he has made it look so easy. As a Mirantino, Obiabetimiaye. Andy, Tia saying, since about Man City, no, we bought 101 games for Man City. That 101 games for Man City, he has scored 94 goals, providing 15 assists. 101 games, 94 goals in that 101 games, 15 assists. Andy, for 15 assists, you know, 94 goals, you know, 109 goal involvement in 101 games, meaning say or more than a goal involvement in a game. Every game biano at least Obama a goal or an assist. Premier League no more can am ato etirim say any the most difficult league me boa. Maso Niaman for Nyadjo said the best league in the world is the Spanish league.
Currently the Premier League ranking.
But Premier League no rank here. Premier League is the best league in the world. Me boa. And in the Premier League, you know, Abrante no about 68 matches in the Premier League. In those 68 matches, he has scored 67 goals. 68 Premier League matches, he has scored 67 Premier League goals. Since about Premier League, no, at the same time now, about Premier League, no, only player our second to him, Salah. But his Salah numbers, no, or no, at the 68 matches, as a 67 goals. Salah at the 72 matches, as a 39 goals, 39-67. Look at the gap. So there is no player in the Premier League in terms of say the end product goes, no, there is no player. In fact, not just in the Premier League, in the whole world, there is no better striker than Abrante Haaland. And or efficient in what he's supposed to do. Simple as that. Ye game now. Don't come and judge him by number of touches, any assist. No. Number of touches, any assist, no. Kevin De Bruyne mojuma. Omiya juma ni nyina wia. One of the born a twat them and ye you know. And because of that, the amazing thing is that what do you have many years? I think it's 23 years or so, and or 23 career hat tricks. So 23 career hat tricks, no. Emu 10 for Man City. 10 for Man City, no. And emu 7 hat tricks in the Premier League. So 7 hat tricks, no. And the Premier League, no. Enye is a so about hat tricks, so. Unim player about hat tricks power Premier League, no. Sergio Kun Aguero about 12 hat tricks. But Sergio Kun Aguero 12 hat tricks, no, and the 275 matches and the ball 12 hat tricks. Alan Shearer a Premier League all-time top scorer and the 11 assists, 11 hat tricks. Say 11 hat tricks, no, and the 441 matches and the ball 11 hat tricks. Abrante Haaland at the 68 matches about 7 hat tricks. And the availability, players are available around him, you know, and he goes in the Obesha. They are playing against West Ham, Lopetegui, or a Spanish coach. I am a Ghanaian. Obia when interest. The way I started season, you know, Yusuf Mohamed Kudus, you know, and I am not impressed. And the way I Yusuf Kudus, you know, we are not seeing the Kudus that we saw last season. West Ham West Ham first game was a game to Aston Villa. They lost by 2-1. But last week, I think Crystal Palace 2-0. So they've lost 1, they've won 1. Bani the woman here. The last 17 meetings between West Ham and Man City, no. West Ham and Winibi. The last time West Ham and Man City, no, and in 2015. Secondly, West Ham nebo ofie me boa. West Ham na obo ofie no. The last 14 meetings against Man City, Abra West Ham able of you know, and the West Ham win just 1 pay. The Man City who say normally in the absence of Rodri last season, City elusu 3 games in the Premier League. 3 games on Lusu, no. All of them were games Rodri Amobi. In fact, last season, City MSA no bear around 5 matches. So I have 5 matches no. So only one more difficult seeing City winning. They started season, 2 matches, Rodri Mayo and the team na can was Rodri Emeka team no. But the one impressing me past so far in Man City team, Kovacic. The first 2 games that he has played, in fact, how many Ipswich Crano, he was playing so well until he got injured.
Okay.
80 Rodri Baba and the Rodri Baba, Kovacic is available. Now, in fact, West Ham, Omufi Honomono, Team Bienwa, watch goals against West Ham, or West Ham Field, the Man City, 42. Omubi a London Stadium, London Stadium, West Ham, Man City, actually 25 goals, or London Stadium, more than any other team, or London Stadium. So against Man City, everything said and done. As he said, as a coach in the season in Sakakra, on says about 4-1-4-1. No, the ball we mum at to right. Now Kudus at on the left. Now players me no air ball Finfino behind the main striker no air Thomas Socek any Lucas Paqueta. Near sure as so Timis switch Kudus any ball in position. Now Kudus mum Emra on the right. Now ball we more 10 one no. Near the best out of Kudus against Man City. I don't see West Ham getting even a point from Man City. So La Luta continue. Man City win. They extend their unbeaten record in the Premier League so far. Barca against Valladolid. Okay. Simple. Before I say about international break, you're the 12 out of 12.
Okay. Max. Mamintie we na Victor Osimhen dey me pesa me do sha see free. Say I didn't this number. Mamintie.
Say Oyena doing so be free team no more. See, they also made their plans minus him. Because more to me, I agree on one term. To more your more plans minus him, and unfortunately, deals didn't go through. So one way or the other, they are also looking like a surplus to requirement. I say he's not needed in the team. That's what they will do. But I think Zenke is all arbitrary. Because we'll see him. Victor Angasado, the truth is this. Season no hate say for me free on to me Andrew ne form no hate and a half. Of course, injury ebe mudie. But I say so one year consistent in whatever people will not take you more serious. And for me, I think he needs to on your chance to want to play. He should prove them wrong and make sure also be to make other deals nowhere to me. Other than that, I think say Napoli do boninche. So Ubi Samia, that is the little I can see about that. He's still a fine player. And say BBI right now seeing so he's still a very good player. Ubenya be Brady free anymore. Chris now say Mbappe Haaland hat-tricks na same bacho.
Career hat-trick 23. But 10 air for Man City. But 10 air for Man City. Emu 7 air only in the Premier League.
Yeah, and Andy Mbappe was more hat-trick. Haaland has more hat-tricks than Mbappe. Mbappe has 18 hat-tricks. And Haaland was 23. But of course, Mbappe was more goals than Haaland because I don't know. Or Honor started on with the amateur. But Haaland has more hat-tricks. Mbappe, I get no. Ongere no hona onye ma me hwe transfer ni mu kakra bi na me hwe Manchester game no all say in English teams no mo ska and they take it or leave it almost ska into almost spending power and very high over Spain there free ya but difference of Spain say teams are kese and back over free or you broke but back so do offer free pay omo club will be to me nkasa ombontina omo to me catch us a men sign na free no and the reality of the matter is financial standards no the Spanish teams no into the English teams now. But of course, and also a prudent management on the part of the Florentino Perez one who say although scan ni hope baby, but there is a way to still get the players and attract the player. That's also a very good thing and they see a demand now. Share 20 teams now, 540 players and a core transfer anymore. Foreign players here 368, that'll give you 67%. And a nationals only 33, that's 172 players. But average age of players are almost into this transfer. Our top level near Adinano 26.3. Now say 26.3 says players are buying in a few more do kaboom. Now Ochema players nina Obia Benya 26.3. And a players so omo picky at 826. 826. Now as a player will drew the level of maturity where PK is all born a best ball. Into about 4 years the bat 30 and so heading or decline. A be more a year exceptional. Our mulu to me call longevity for a long time. I hope you understand. And he said if the age of 26 na the maturity or the peak level for players there, then I was see who in so English game no so. Then what it means is that majority of the players now but they should be able to play and play well. Because Bebrene are reached to that peak. So that is one thing me marry. Now players are more free, more 291, and almost buy 306. But expenditure and almost spending 2.3 billion euros with all the 20 clubs. Into Ochema 20 clubs will be spending 117 million. In Sandy, clearly no, Utum say English teams ne Euska. But when uncle for NTA. Ye close transfer window, and just a club known to me in business. But transfer and Gazandi end with registration. It's na yekofa Danny my yen register and na Christian Chaboy and amun to me register. O can be amun to me register. Ya register no washe go.
Now almost the normal registration no valid for from now till 31st December.
But so ya register you drew a be who dey be. So I be she go. Who dey o ni pabonini.
Oh, Sabia, so media no count.
Because
the general manager of La Liga doing common or this assembly.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's true. And to say all mobile yan register no ball not change. It is a one yan register player now uncompleted transfer no. And but also what masia. And ye close transfer this is England ye close transfer window no. The English club can still do business. But now what they can do is also transfer near ins and outs. They selling and buying. It's now what they can do that they can sell, but they can't buy. The reason you are to me and Tony say, or ta own to me register because you're closing window. But no bet me a ton player and other team and other country be a more transfer window in your day and close here. No money ska. Good.
Yeah, I think Tuesday.
Good.
Yeah.
No, the major leagues now are more than close. No, top player be registered away. I saw the back market. Ain't possible. It won't be top player. Be more bet me a ton players. We know Saudi this season. Almost watch on the on the second year be Monday if I'm
Tuesday.
Right. Tuesday, Anna. Yeah, I think a honor almost transfer window no. Ebe ende. Unlike last season, no much be break. This time also they are back close. Now this country, the Netherlands and Portugal, Monday nebe ende. So what it means that they can still do business on bet me at top players. I register almost bet me at home. Turkey be call September 13th, as well as Denmark, Norway. Belgium on the 8th. And the what I say. Now again, Switzerland on the 9th, Greece on the 12th, Saudi Arabia Macomodi about 2nd, and Qatar on the 7th. And see there are other jurisdictions are transfer window and close here. Into your home bet me assign a player no my register as an atom. But baby dear close in there. What you can do is that you can sell but untuing a day and top because ota untuing and register. Now all come about Pep Guardiola. Currently, so we a manager and the Enya Park in the Songkwan. Because in the football, no, you need a lot of money to be able to be competitive, especially so your team because Spain team bisa no preseason when two kind or yeah or our teams in get to any bisa. Who's a scarcity but if you're a big team because of player wage in your mouth, but you need to raise a lot of money. It was all cost Spain or be a put in the stadium at Real Madrid. Now more the boy a lot of concert me boy. Yeah, wedding. Mo okay, say Barcelona this stadium where the ball concert and see niska. Oh, see all the ball concert me adnan the nyina source or the generate revenue. At the Mac club, no, which is a good thing. But the difference is we have a coach and a manager. Or my money are almost the same, but the difference is so be a coach. Na juma nyina so training players not why selection a combo match. And so on the knowledge, you know. And the air just limited to the field. But managers' knowledge, you know, go beyond the field. It's because here in Ghana and Africa, one problem I want to say, we are using coaches instead of managers. And the manager, no, obey coaching duty and say you limit yourself to the field. So obey field there, Jumano, obey training players. Now why a selection a combo match and but who we are the finances of the club, Shawonsa. And the Bachawati say. We are saying about the brand club nansane brand eshawonsa and saying how well would the club even grow to become bigger in future in order to attract players and everything in eshawonsa. But countries need differ. Over Spain, you always say yeah because system near different say more like supporters in the only clubs no. Into the president here executive president. I think Quebec's executive a board chairman. Into your honor into your honor first team coaches. Meaning so what's massive na make an asia. But oko England ya there managers na ye almost all those job. Ain't no to make us say player we call obeko. Mepewe menton we meton we win call into so be so Guardiola money ade or more a lot of power to influence, but the same power Ancelotti needs a palm.
To be honest, also a central defender president necessary.
Because that day-to-day activity, it is the president no see to it. Into who coach will let the president know why you want the player, then they give you the kitty. But in England, the managers it's not all the time, but they have the advantage. Say the manner or no backhand. These are the different. Then so we a very good manager. And your results now and here one aspect. As our finances also good. Into all transfer, you need to do good business for the team to benefit so that they can stay in competition. And the emphasis say, why do all the trophies? But the emphasis Barcelona situation, Yaji Champions League at 3 and now 4. Andy, Yaji League at 5. Then we come to this situation where we can't even buy a world-class player. Team ni Yeguno and Yeguno. And managers would have to add the two to make it work. That's what people should even understand. Sterling there, a good deal. For Arsenal. Make us a smart deal. The reason is this. Omuchia just about around 40% of the wage, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a player like Raheem Sterling, the level, can be said they talked about his understanding in the game.
Yeah.
At all level, from the Champions League, why you're consistent, because this is a player who has played from QPR to Liverpool to where? Man City to where? Chelsea to where?
Arsenal.
Yes. And he's always playing at the top. Don't forget, he has been key or integral part of the Three Lions as well. Into our top competitions. It's in a profile now, but associating most of the Arsenal players. For nothing at all, he understands the game at the highest level. And again, a lot of experience. And Chris rightly indicated, he's not a bad player. Because even at Chelsea where Murphy said, yes, plus or moving it. You haven't heard the numbers. He's one of the standout players for Chelsea. At Liverpool, he was a standout player. At City, he was a standout player. And your friends at Chelsea, he was also a standout player.
Was Raheem Sterling really a standout player at Chelsea?
The statistics shows. Because anymore for true. But the difference is that in the other two Liverpool City, he was more better player than what he did at Chelsea. And don't you also remember also say Chelsea team also were cracked. Now a team are not a crash. And this only me he's not a bad player. Now again, one thing they say, Arteta knows him too well. Arteta nimni because na ye jumada mebwa. And so nim dia boy ni betumi I need you own to me. So it drew this stage. I saw my manager the benefit of the doubt.
And talking about how Arteta knows Raheem Sterling, I had this picture. Only in United field as well, but that time now Arteta Bema Arsenal, not Sterling Eboma Liverpool.
Yeah.
And there is this picture. Trent with the amount here now what project is our picture. There was a time Arteta attacking Raheem Sterling. Yeah. Now he's gotten the opportunity to manage.
Yeah, of course. That's how it's how life is here. So
this is the picture.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So he knows him well. He's played against him, and he has also worked with him. I saw coaching.
Yeah.
Oh, we see on him what the boy has got to offer. And last but not the least, I feel like Arsenal, I'm promising heaven, say, but of course, they will call upon him when needed. When needed, they will call upon him.
Okay, so Meteo Arsenal breaking into pieces. I just say, or walking into Arsenal team this street, no akutu biakobo.
Yeah, yes. A bit to me so Abba say when the chance is given, he will prove and become a starter. But the reason they brought him, they say, as at when they need him, they will call upon him. And this a player be a unhiana now be call upon no what caliber like Raheem Sterling there. Good to go. Chop na me nyanki epe. Meaning say what's myself na make
Christian can say teams be no munya umpe, but looking at the wages no.
And so only bad player. Because there is no bad player team be bri epe. So a very good addition why. My only worry is say naturally players, I don't say you started Premier League in 92 no. Between Arsenal and Chelsea, this is the record. Only two players when they're free. Chelsea. Free Arsenal, I call Chelsea. Am I putting it right?
Yeah, or free Arsenal. Because from Chelsea to Arsenal there.
Okay, Giroud ni Ashley Cole. Free Arsenal call Chelsea. Me why two pay. 1992.
But players moving from Chelsea to Arsenal, they're even.
This year you bring 8 with Raheem Sterling. Oh, they are mature. But unse no krebi de o where say okay. And na make I don't know. Also players na free. Chelsea ko Arsenal nyina aya na e bomb. Aya na bomb emfa William Gala emfa.
Arsenal for I say
David Luiz.
I say Chelsea Chelsea for Arsenal kwa your retirement home.
Not necessarily, because on say teams be or level no is here currently on my bedroom. Even if omu players from views or Mompa, they still can get them club. Barcelona was one until recently. Yes, sign a Real Madrid year one. But what I say, those time Manchester money adding a budget one with their mature. And on say Chelsea no almost sign 8 top players. A bedroom baby, not Chelsea. Arsenal cannot match Chelsea when it comes to the transfer because of last night my career because of Roman Abramovich. Into her players buy the level or more they buy, not they were huge. Into those players or more they can fit in with Arsenal. Now be say Yossi Benayin, so Kaiser Israeli, yeah. So no a bomb. Ena Lasana Diara. Ono a bomb. Peter Chekin's way. And I am on the ever fan 50. Yem fan 50-50. And Eura Sterling Swaba. So we are only praying says Sterling will leave out. For me, he's still a good player.
Kwakula abi message we minim but say an informed Sterling will be a starter at Arsenal any day.
Sure.
Should he regain his form?
Sure.
He upgrades Arsenal a lot.
And I support that in total.
But how does he regain?
No, say Andy, my main try do is say, oh yeah, more baby na when if the people receive you well and they flow with you, the best in you but out.
Okay.
That is how life is. But ebia wo baby na unsa ura ho kra na wa sunsun of format. Oh yeah, then the best thing. Oh yeah, people will say oh yeah, but those who know say the best out of you is not there. Into one the utu we show you. Say ebia if your best is not come now, those listening will know. They will know say some say because the Andy we used to know. It's not this same Andy. They will speak with you and you one can say because these things are real in life. Say oh yeah, different places. But when you are happy, na bibia you okay, you feel comfortable. Oh say adenana eba. It's once a teta be man every opportunity near adeno. I'm seeing that he's going to play well. And Arsenal, of course, you see Arsenal demand near higher than it used to be. Because level now Teta do more now. The other team are more challenging City in the Liverpool level. Almost 3 teams level only different. No, my own Manchester you can say early days here, but who say +1 -1. Also more they call mid table. Almost share back na or more lose back. Mid table. Chelsea so share back. Could even so call Europe a bayway by year share. But I think those 3 teams, at different level or more training, be capable of winning the level. But of course, I still tip City. I think Arsenal will still finish second, no matter what they do. And Ebia Liverpool be third, but of course, bet Ebia from 2 years time to come, no. And Guardiola and Arsenal bet me Abaye BB.
So what are you telling there now?
Yeah,
Sancho to move into
the best deal ever.
Hey,
yeah, the best deal ever. No, one kasa na o kase Sterling. Uni Chris kase Sterling in Bobo anamebwa. Jadon Sancho numbers ninge bad. Mebwa. Sancho was not happy at United. Example of what I said. Yenhe Sancho. At United, he was not happy. The same Sancho called Dortmund less than a week. Who was he? Because we're a different player altogether. It means the environment now or you're okay. And in Bajo, so I say, if you're chairman, I saw 2 scar Sunday and you also bedroom antem. And I won't have met you. If you're chairman, oh no, Andy. Pick me now, I saw 1,000 say, oh, show. On say, Sunday, so the man I do 12 cra. Monday, one I'll be doing about 4:30. And I won't stay this. Memo Ada was so best. Over so why we background better stories now we in Ukraine. But when you are sound, instead of me just say, Jadon Sancho a clear example. So no so Man United because ball or ball Dortmund and call by United no bit my replicable also on peho. Ain't a bro so munim sante drew this stage now or more na bibia they will allow you to go. because also career is also important to them, and you're also an asset for the nations. As a Obone Kosuria, you play for their nation to also get glory. So they look at all these issues. In the Chelsea now, no afuse or no penal, on so prove baby. Meaning so what they make because our coach Chelsea no sanko bono trokandia. Next Manchester for na made the into hano prior to say Raheem Sterling na. Nka wushia Chelsea na wa show hat-trick e dey Arsenal. Said that didn't have only a chairman bewa. Yen you to me for play on your near yen play. Oh, and there's only say no one comment and kebeba. Cast now for any chairman and small or more by assuming to it. So I say, I back those two. They have talent. They are very good players. Now things say Bonnie Bissau more and the ombe to me but my main share be big or United more game. On say these are the two most successful clubs in England and Asia.
United Liverpool.
Yes, and for the first time we now Dutch managers. I call Liverpool your friends are Anslot, right?
Anslot.
And Ten Hag, the Okasa Bebrino. But Ten Hag is under pressure. Because I'm Okasa or ta consider go 90 minutes or later. Yes, 6 times now YSR. And also Oba England Obianiwa wa consider those go ninti on your mai. But on say the last 3 games with Manchester United on lose. Wow. On when we need 1 wa draw 2. But ningina kra no ne win no kra after 90 minutes. And this a game the referee na mfa bia nto so a it's always going to be very difficult. But again, o share Ogati na more kana asem. Yes, I think say or the defensive solidity at the Babeka Manchester home. It is onya the chance to play now. So must add in the issue because the rate at which United concede goal no one of their problems. And Slot we be in the 3rd game, right? On 2 games, let me say a 2-0, 2-0. If I stand to be correct, about a 2-0, 2-0. And so to me, sir, we no one concede goal. Now say when you 3 clean sheets, we be the 3rd time in the history of Liverpool in the Premiership era. Or my first 3 matches, or my keep it clean sheets. In Tebeka, 3rd game, 3rd clean sheet, and it be an a 3rd win. And it's very good for him. But the last time out, 2022-2023, match day 3 so. Liverpool could lose 2-1. And it's not a Ten Hag. Or also in the 3rd game. Into this game, na 3-3-3-3. Meaning, say, if you 2-1 or if you both team to score, but what over 2.5. And the what I say, and now one team will score over 1.5. But I don't see a draw happen. I think say Eddie Abba could be winning. But Liverpool and so more lose 1 pair in 6 outings. Or more your friend is saying Old Trafford. And see, that is what it makes them very strong in there. Kobe Manu will be a key player, but whether he's going to get a goal, mean to mean guarantee. But on the part of Liverpool, no, Diego Jota or Munchedi. Also, Diego Jota on Lusu or Derby we model. 9 now, but when winning 6 now, I draw 3. It is a Jota be Bobina or your active there is going to say Manchester United. Yeah, very careful. And last but not the least, this is what I know. United in the month of September, we are very weak. When it comes to Premiership matches, because since 2013, Alex Ferguson echoing, Oma lusu 13, Oma draw 3, and Oma winning 19. So United ain't yet too strong in the month of December, and again because the draw near only 3 out of 35 games, I feel like this game might not end in a draw. Baku is going to win.
Okay.
And United so any break because a game we Oma winning, and for best start ya more kill. Okay. And you United in the album now or best noble. And I saw make say, oh no, you're fine. But so much me winning, I think they will be back to winning ways. And because a year derby, of course, me Liverpool the advantage. Because Liverpool attack for me one of the most dangerous in the world. Because Darwin Nunez, Jota, Salah, now Gakpo and Ameboa, they can change at any time. To me the 2 abo and ye are 2 bebem. To me I started today and ye omudi way beba. So almost always Liverpool finds it easy to hit the back of the net. It's when you're more by you don't beat them 1-0 unless say be a BBNC, but at least I'll be set either 2 or 3 to win the game, which I think is going to be a bit difficult for Manchester. But of course, once they are also playing at home, and the Nadia almost a make or break. So what I see is one of them is going to win this game, but over 1.5.
Okay.
And not even over 2 points because it might be some 2-1, 2-0 or maybe So both teams to score are likely, but I think one of them is going to win the game over 1.5. But stretch media, I think I'll go for Liverpool because on my attack, more dangerous.
Okay.
And more there.
Become babies as still na struggle na.
I say yeah say 2-1 2-1. Nti ye no opa. Yeah there no power to make 2-1 at all.
Okay. That's it.
Momo there no.
Madrid there no.
Madrid there no. And last na me kana chema kasa me nkombra be nya time na me tu Ancelotti for no. On we futu ni nyina ne say enye the number of attacking players out be good game and they guarantee you goals. It is not like that. Because teams on board 4-2-3-1, they say Bayern Munich, they score a lot of goals. Tottenham, they score a lot of goals. Yeah, who was City say sometimes they play Arsenal, but they play minus striker, they get goals. The say o ball a wo ball na di goal, but nye goal na di ball. But so we play to score, we don't score to play. What's my argument na say? Enti ball na o ball ni ye no, and di goal, but you teams no ball ye ni na omo di goal ba. So idea ludi money yes mo players na enhu so be Toni Kroos absence. I'm at the level of creativity, and that's why then at it. Valverde is a champion player, but on your creative, on your that players now, or total pass no, or you're more like a tackler and a fighter and a combative player. Obey to shoot from afar, he'll get you the goals. But at the goal and so step it up. My last game now the goal or didn't be bought, and I was very, very happy because that guy is very creative. So I was thinking, sir, obey to me as Sparky. I know say look at Modric himself, in your mind said that Enfamano, sa passes no. Into the level of creativity no, and so ati. And what I say, because creativity now they be creative chances no for them to bury it. And a ball, it is good to create chances, not to score, than not to even create at all. Into that make us our foot you na me the man they say onya balls. Onya balls. Now on dropping some of the key big players maybe. So few say game na nkoya obetwin na ba second half. Onya those balls. Nyese omo ye stars inti udi omo nyina akogo because Pellegrini got the same issue. So Bekaya.
But in the last game he did something like or drop it.
Exactly. That's what he needs to do. Or obetwin drop him Mbappe as drop it Vinicius mu nyina bia drop it Jude mo. There be obetia say team ni win obetia say. Now omo win obetia because when nya da vim no wan nyesa. Of course, be more minutes. Benkasa yes or more mobile. But Ebia in this game, but what I say, Jude might sit down. But just what I say, maybe our bus second up. In other game, no, Ebia Vinicius bet me I started and obey to me about like or more ball. Ebia Champions League we bet me. Yes, Pellegrini Diano. No, well, a lot of players, but still no complaints. So we need that balance. And see, it is not that players nenya na Mbappe no. The creativity na what team no. Toni Kroos no massa or he's a gem. Na fancy Barcelona team even with Messi there is no Iniesta. What do you think is going to happen? Because Messi mu na oba na creativity Iniesta ne sabi de be ma no. Edru be bia na racket so de ne diaba. So say the more you say teams na bobo efe yenhwe City, yenhwe Arsenal, yenhwe Madrid, even yenhwe Barcelona, why are we getting the goal? Because can okure your ball enyefe. O de wa kan okure enyefe.
Afi me hwe mo.
Oye ni pabonini. Top presenter like who on bass a match. Also oye ni pabonini. Also a born.
I was just playing.
Spain. Yeah, even Spain na side to me we no. Omo born na efe. Arsenal born na efe. Into omo di nya goals. Menim say odi me adwen. But Brazil born no omo born na side to efe no. Goals no way. Boss so what you say? Once Argentina cry na side to ball omo by inside anya efe. I say more like crashing and the goals in my baby. What he needs to do is say so or man attention the creative level of the team. But what you must say because midfield on or more body now say we cross ni free wa and a look and so Andrew ne element like ne form no it was the last game be obem so or be total papa so on the amateur that Oshe Lami Yama on na or fa ball na fa na send your den na fason Pau Kubasi on the amateur na ye be se bebre inti Lewandowski e be sa dem de kra de Lewandowski my hat trick na mo sa ball draw na mo so boys na say Real Madrid say ka last match o better na ma say ni to mo su say mo di twa bet
Max over that but enquiry because now requested for an audio Dr. Nyawotamaklu. You said you wanted to listen to Dr. Nyawotamaklu before say we comment e wo ne nsema wono edika aka no. Na you betie Dr. Nyawotamaklu ni etie Dr. Randiavi ono sene nsema dia to. And of course, you have build up Ghana's Black Stars game against Angola. That is on the Thursday, the 5th of September. Ewo Baba Yara Sports Studio. These nyina ye and of course Media Sporting Club ono so introduce season tickets. Ediama ni supporters VIP 2000 Ghana, gold stand 1500, yellow stand 1000 Ghana cedis. And no the Media and Swediaba. And of course the other stories and news we feel you do but Mami and here with Dr. Nyawotamaklu nsem na wakan ye hyase no eri ka de hyate but yensa en revisit na Christian yentie ensem a Dr. Nyawo eka ya nankasa relating to issue that lack of financial resources one of the key reasons why Ghana struggles Ghana betimi agi the AFCON because for over 40 years in the AFCON I den the Ghana si betimi agi but this is what Dr. Nyawotamaklu has to say on that.
You see, if you have not had the opportunity to watch some of the past players who played Black Star, if I can remember some names, I have always been hassleful. I mean, at the age of 10, we squeeze ourselves into the park to watch football. When Haas is going to play Kotoko in Accra here, it's not a small job. Kotoko had players, Haas has players. When Kotoko is coming, and I see a man like Babayara, he plays the right wing.
Okay.
I see a man like Mohamed Salisu. He plays the left wing. I learned his grandchild is a footballer now. You see a man like Asebi Boache. You see a man like Dakwa. Even Sekufo was not, Reverend say, he was a great footballer too.
Right.
But he wasn't in that top branch then. There's another man, defender, central called Dogomoro.
I think he was a very tall
man.
Yes.
That's why the word Dogo means tall.
Okay.
I mean, anytime I see these people, I panic. But also when House of Hope is coming with Ufedodu, Ajiri Fin, Amadou Akuse.
You were top stars.
This was Black Star place. Amadou Akuse, CK Jamfi, Chris Bryan and Adu Dako. Then you know that it will be an interesting game. Now, they really had experience. They were matured, and the football was not a money-making.
We don't have that now.
We don't have that now. And that's where the problem is. And why we are also not we have failed to win a cup, African Cup, is because we have not put in a lot of money into it. Kwame Nkrumah put in a lot of money into football. He was interested. Because he watched his match. We won 2 cups during Nkrumah's era.
95.7.
Max,
Yeah.
see Dr. Nyawotamaklu on we are not putting a lot when it comes to monetary terms, we are not putting a lot of money. AFCON Ghana.
Yeah, first of all, I feel Martina Sevenasi. Minim Sautia.
Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah made a lot of. It's not just about putting in money. But Skebi or Audi Shemen Van Faso, maybe so a investment. It's a bay yield the returns. Yes, can it's saying a recent ye discuss your budget. Now a chunk of the budget cost supporters or Muko Didi, Mebwa. Any party full soldiers are Muko Didi. A chunk of the money in eco players nankasa remuneration. Ebia baby that didi or musika ombeji bonuses near the minimum what I say. A chunk of the money so called say management committee and so they are ombedding. Ombe to me aji. Enti nasam no ka baby say amene eya adwene wo ho no say. Invest Canada ye the same. Ba ye sika ye mfa nhye mu ye. Mame nchoro de ntia. Players near form free. They start from here. Before they move outside. And now say even they will be outside near a form waba. I don't see a Ghana cover players in our outside never because I honey to me then and produce players no mamun do that level is not true. And the question is why? Investment. It's in Nkrumah and now oye then. There were Ghanaian coaches states in the sponsor mo call outside ekosua coaching courses but just what you say so that they will come back na bebre na wo the sports council and all that they were highly educated ohwe coach Afrani money ade ne coach Edu say mo so mo aye adwuma pa enti omo ba back at the youth level no cry boy aye born na coaches ekuta omo no eye heavy enti omo kire omo ade yie omo do the secondary level omo kire omo and omo do the highest level so ye kire omo ade yie enti those time who Ghanaian player bia who so oye distinct and asema make ameboa because there was an investment but then what do we see those investment in ni ho eye team na air kono supporters players management committee the ebedi enti Chris I agree with you say skadia yes spend it but we are not making the right investment because like for example first na nche be Chris say na sana Ghana player to me free hakobo Europe straight away anameboa Alex Nyako from Kotoko straight to Everton meboa Sam Johnson from House of Folk straight to Anderlecht senior team we Anthony Yeboah Oko United Corners Oko anameboa 2-time goal king Oko Germany straight Ekobo Frankfurt Eddie Jadon but who said no be Ghana Premier City no Bob Barcelona Academy air jubilation and the obi Bob Premiership level or Ghana how but so onya chance to play for Barcelona B Academy now air jubilation yes because in recent time here players neko so the standards are falling so we are not making investment in those areas so you're making investment in those areas we could have gotten players because also me boy first anytime Ghana air call AFCON biano at least top 3 near count. It doesn't matter where our players were playing. Say whether they are local or more ball Egypt, near the crowd, near the sun, near the Omokwa. We are among the top 3 almost always. And the situation is not the same. Say Ghana kwa I mean increase as AFCON top 6 or the Abeka there. Oh hey players in the Abeka say can be you could drag grown as out to the Debbie countries be overtaking us. Now first na they be a 1 year the crowd top 3 in February. None that we are the crowd now cut top season February to the end of the Belgian Cup. Injandi Ghana Cup in the 100 years asemo. Odi no so to nchen Yenhwe the impact of Hassan Kotoko na all can. Ejina mika say nasem no menya mu nchire mu dia and nasem doesn't make sense to me but nchire mu no chire mu no deep because yenhwe those are Hassan Kotoko play major role anameboa enye Hassan Kotoko nkwa aya de bi e kan Hassan Kotoko we make a mistake Hazakes 11 wise Hazakes 11 wise Kotoko Hasofo Olympics money ade and some other teams because Emmanuel Kwashi he was the captain for Hazakes on the captain be a Koje Cup Ore PSK Pahana is a Pahamo Robert Kofi money ade na na dwarfs money ade na unya Kotoko chunk na has chunk na unya wise na Hazakes one so ne other teams no Olympics mo so be count ni awuli kwemu na ne de ko entina first so Bob Blasters dia a spread it although Kotoko for ne has for ne den dominate and I mean for second crown they because that time na eye more dominate but to me say all the other teams in the way we were together they go and play still not Ghana here favorite and that can we say the same thing between in the local players no cry yeah leg so crown yemfa local player crown corner strategy what do you think we all young him say leg in ya say no and this what he has na investment has ne kotoko so na nko musu ya giant ne clubs na nka the giant of the west the western showboys ebia BA United mo no bofomo ebi Olympics money ade no in the level where has ne kotoko no si omo ye sleeping giant omo fall them ya na ye eno an ye painting ye ba ne ye gige ho na ball omo body there and ye we chire ho baby because ne Rwanda for kra betumi abo be rem no ma be fire players cause those time it wasn't like that. It's almost all the standards ne perimeters in our air fall it and your coaching level to say we fem papa. I say chances and opportunity. Yes, it happens to be a intermediate say being an opportunity. I'm not against it. But mo yekasi ye kind of crap partner or Ben Kofi money. Sa coach is a multi-system man. May his soul rest in peace. Money ade. Now the whole to ado coach Ghana. It's all to move a levels niding. Above and papa. Difference home. What I say? Now ba of referee and that's officiates that. Yeni hana say. Christian, no one meduma. Was it a Thursday? What's the news about it? Say referees need the Premier League, you know. Omo control exams on the rules now. Will be at 3%. Who will be count one?
3.5%.
Who will be count? So now you teaching?
Serious?
Now, movies are something I can have. You know,
over them running here, Jumano. Sir, over 100 out of 100. Run on no job like this. And no one find
Wakosia, watching where I are passing a man's education on Kodi.
Or South Trousers now. Run on the ball. Yeah. Say, I can't almost sound quite. Do not send a almost a sound.
And time quanda changes into 3% is any power where crime into corruption. Into also investment in your card them your young fasodi so card them your one won't say what baby be in fasobiani so. Ain't sa referee no crown not be BM say. Shina ya hear on Pacho Uti. And yen in an say or Marco Gisco.
Only my dear.
Nasa referee and your Jews kakra. Still obey to me on Nimran to obey to me at the ATM was a and as I make out just and yes, I obey Mukra. Nka we kra nka yese ye kan ya na nka mpelifo aka che because of that ya pamo mo dada. But o de se Ghana ne obi so obi kra nya 2% oba be dibi. And na Chris o mo sa di premiership matches o. Nti also investment enko. Nti Andy, what I'm trying to say is that for a game need to grow for Ghana to come back to where we used to be, you know, we need to go back and do what we were doing. And then last but not the least, you know, rough na players name penny for ni yenti. Ghana na ye ko bo ani para ya kuma ndi echire kakra bi. On say you die hard or more pay at the baby say chairman money at omo ya blaster die hard. But sanko for no mo ndoso. Or more doso pa ne ye. Uye ni ya ebe wan ye ni ya yemba. Inti sa ansam ni yetene skano mu didi dine rough na mpenifo ne kasa hantan ya ko tournament. Wakwa nya de be pacha wana me mpacha na me de Messi bi ko e sa ansam hunu no. Inti ama obi a sabin predia san. Se nya obi a wo sports no mu a e bia wadwuma na se ball no o dopa to say ye mu bisa na yemfiu. Inti o man na so mo kwa. No we say we o mo kwa o mbebe fie. Nya sa no mo ka. No master.
Yeah, o kan.
Ah me kan. Na say be kan so esi. No cry no hey ade bi kro mo ye last time who some penny for the 77 o mo cap ni now we say last time penny for ye quarter na ni players na cap no mo pa dia na
do I know nye cap
Andy on be said ka cho se ye ko o mo last time ni o mo ye o nyina nye ka ball no mo body e vanje cap now team on no say o ko next stage obetumi nya be $40,000 o be cap betumi get 10,000 then o be no ha cap e di ball o mo bono like this guy park no so kran tokwa no we have a ball me na esem ball me ma onye misumi wa anka coach ye be ko park no so no what say penalty bar e bia say Christian Nebo free kick at the right and pacho what say park was back to he did it all free kick e we kira or ma Prince Akwa Nebo say be po na Yakuba Nebo say we left away ne omo nya bi it was say Ghana pa ni yakojo Johnny e ko enye one obeka say Europe enye one consistently. And as I make out, yet to me, Bobo, be to make us away, man, pass. Yen, I see. How can you win a cup? Over the cup. Her teams no magic upcon and say, now head your way. She the bonding. It's young sa park and so no. Players neko. And penny forms or moko. No be action a pant at Tony Toma, Sabi. Networking in our ego, or ya the way Jacob. On Jacob. Teams na Jacob Zambia kwa mo fa so Jacob utumu so mo ni abrese e pese ye bibi mama na na so be ka woni menya adwene hwe Spain for under 23 hwe kwa mo ne France for the fa so hwe US for emma no Olympics no omo se no ye GB a che ye se ye baji we omo boy strata utumu se na ye die keeper no kra na ball no kra kwa bontin ja ball no man nko o se there be meche na ba no abete na say wo be attitude wo be da Jacob mpanifo no so kwa nsema yete no enye bibi se o panini share players no no oni o mo akasa ma asema panina kane de aka yakoma wati bi da ontibi eno ane se Ghana journalist kwa ye mamombe na ya ye di team ni ye di ama se mo nko bobo ye ba ho a wo se o pan na wo be da Jacob enti e wo se nyoma bebre andi esesa ade ba ko mo ye no wrong ne say sa boy na no okoto we first Lampton
Richmond
na me na me ye GF president ka me Jimmy Dean on say boy na be dru baby na kotoko ne house fo nyina be do boy ni say boy we die ye mfa ne mbobi mbacho ati asia eni ka kuma se match no me start no ana me body second half no abobi eno ano no It was a house for phoning now the umbeye beer to support that boy to shine because in Tanzi say obenya player a honey half phoning in Eden almost every Ghanaian Edon so wonko. And the boy ne alone or can one baby are so folk baby obia be rai bibiama and no more drop a boy now until I didn't gas on go for it. And yes, a boy in a cobble ball, meaning so what did I make about the excitement? Every man nippane or gun and I just say, oh, okay, we could be in a best of Yadin Bible. Now, me blast out what I'm going to buy it. Over by on your cap. Afcon match win, on your cap, near mouse car dollars. May bomb buy for what? Miss Mabama, me home because Miss me here, Scar. In Sandy, not some no Canada. A year better on your house ye. Oh, say, when you know, also the amount, which mean at ya. Nice as some now can Bandy Ukoba own house called Togun. I remember house. So what you wear? Senya upon Cody and never has to focus 7. So I hear my friend in our system of living, the elderly is always wise. I rest my case. Good morning. Good morning to you. I also had a message from Kwekulabi towards our discussion. I say, Andy, back then these players Maxwell were mentioning were all locals. So it was very easy to come them weekly and have them break for their respective clubs for league matches. Chemistry and team improvement was easily established. This modern era, it is different. We rely on foreign-based players who are not so entrenched in patriotism, but what they can get, individual glory over national hero. They can't even sing the national anthem. How do you expect them to succeed? We are 40 years behind time. Sir Christian.
Oh, Andy. Me, I don't see the reality in our grounds when it doesn't support what he said. Nyahuna be a football no retire no nko fina nko take you over. Well, lose touch on the grounds. So, Kase, we are misappropriating funds there.
Exactly. That was
it should have made sense.
The word.
But to say we are not winning the AFCON because of lack of funds there, and they may say the evidence on the grounds made the statement that he said a complete lie. Yankasa Penia Chantro. But Assemna Penini kind in Yanukure.
Nya Penini Chantro, Assembly
Yanukure. AFCON 2023. But before that, you ever call AFCON 2021? The minister said Ghana's budget for AFCON 2021 was $25 million. 2021. So $25 million, you know, is see Mediama Foster no Mosino. The last AFCON you call, you know. Ghana's budget for the last AFCON and you called the last AFCON Ghana winning game. Egypt 2-2 Kevet and first one 2-1. Egypt 2-2 and the last one Mozambique. After say call 2-0 up Mozambique Bobo in 2-2. You and so after 3 matches Ghana and winning game. Andy, Ghana's budget for the last AFCON year Acquire Nimguasia Potoi, Ghana's budget was $8.5 million. OJ AFCON $4.5 million. Ghana's budget for that AFCON was $8.5 million. In fact, according to the minister, AFCON, the minister went to parliament. Of course, parliament, you know, Andy, or say $5 million was released to the FA any more the purse holder. Now $5 million Andy. Now it caters for per diems, flight arrangement, medical equipment, logistics, whatsoever, and catered for $5 million. By a boss 3 games now, and the yen team mini game, you know, now Ghana are spending over $2 million. The minister was very happy to say to Parliament, say Ghana saved money from the AFCON, having spent $2 million. Abraham win the game. $2 million, you know. Me say a Zambia entire budget for the AFCON and it was a national discussion. It was Zambia said the $2 million was more a dose. But we go to the AFCON and Ghana's budget in they call AFCON. And the reason I was saying to me AFCON, me say enya no kure no say sikan kwa dia ka $8.5 million is enough to win you the AFCON awojia $4.5 million in that so. So we are spending the money, but in a wrong way. Sure. If you want to improve education, what do you do first? If I say education, ABS Ghana has a falling education, standard in fall. What do you do first? First, you look at infrastructure and you look at the personnel. Teachers in
so your quality personnel.
So you train the teachers, then you improve the facilities. Young choir there. Football more. The understanding of improving football, they say, let's ignore the coaches, don't be training coaches, don't be there be teacher for now. Let's ignore them. Facilities in here, let's ignore them. Improve education. It is madness. It does not make sense.
What in some coach to Adokai on the press conference, I said they need a good pitch. I sound on what's me about the kind of game against Angola.
Now,
coach in
now players are laying grounds for their failure. Se Blasters in Bakumasi Sports Stadium. No one to more ball papa. Now you can't. They have a genuine reason to explain the
coach now in the post match Rio Sankoya or any post match no.
The amount of money any waste all African games we sika almost on the print accreditation and the team fix Kumasi Sports on pitch no sika see accreditation se trend best was accreditation na on san fan to subiem na Ghana for who say we spend over $4.5 million in printing that accreditation and the accreditation say printing 1 million accreditation krana. It should not amount to $4.5 million. But somebody will feel very comfortable. Hey, as we are saying, there is no judgment. But me then say Bible quotation say it is appointed unto man to die once, but after death there is judgment. And then our Timisha Ghana for him catch and say, oh, spend $4.5 million in printing accreditation. Accreditation, our perfect printer, one cost more than 20 cedis. You see, 18 days. We spent over $15 million in feeding them. So $15 million, and they may say a quarter of it will fix the problem now. Oh, Kumasi Sports Stadium. Oh, dear, eh? Dear Benifon, Amukonda say qualify for World Cup. And I say qualify for AFCON. And the qualify for AFCON now. Manager is not because say a kwakoyadi. Manager is an opportunity to make this country take money from because Obenya baby their kwakoshe.
Bare budget.
And yeah budget in we are. Nobody is holding anybody accountable. Value for money. Say oban papa bia ye nia bra ye hold people in position accountable ka minister no admit me say ade ba akopɛ o meka nkire the number of accreditation or printing the quality of it ni ntimi nya ho say no kure say you spend that much in printing accreditation opa me we are the last AFCON na say nketimi do final e ka Ghana ebe spend $8.5 million. The next AFCON Ghana qualifier and the budget I will come will exceed $8.5 million. Ebe sabo, ebe ko be $10 million. Now the funny thing is that omo yes budget na sa $8.5 million omo ye budget no. Tabia ya na ebu ofu blaster players no. Ba be komu no na sika eco blaster players no be $1 million o. The budget na $8.5 million no. The Echo Blaster players nankasa honom no be $1 million. The $7 million no party faithful yes it's a man for the akọ enwa. The wastages in the way we spend our money no is the reason why we are not winning the AFCON and we are not going to win it. Because the solution never made to me reversing the trend, you know. And I have not seen the solution. Have you seen one?
No.
So then I say the next iPhone. Unless because a football, everything is possible. But you identify your problem there. Why you are making conscious effort in solving those problems? With dollar saying as a dollar no you trying to come and the America for. Oh, call AFCON. Now budget how they call AFCON. $8.5 million. And the minister and will be associated with this, you know, feel comfortable defending this. You know the funny thing? Those in opposition will be criticizing them. Let them win power. They do the same thing.
Even worse.
Me say, Abaya Kwakotui, you may be voting one dishonest person out of power and bring another person. There is no solution. More the powers to solve our problem, you know. Benefit from the problem.
So they are never going to solve it.
Those are essential solving problem, you know. So problem now, and the only baby Nesika all African games, Andy. Me see Kwabrani may be richer than at least never any Sikedi combine. Kwabrani si kobe to benefit all African games, you know. Eso no Edientina say na say ba be say kwakoji. We yes so say edientina kwakoji an opportunity to milk this country again. Sika na fan chen no, sika na fan chen and the way we sika okroma say no. Me say all African games now you see the $4.5 million print accreditation no and the Kumasi Sports Stadium give horticulture department of KNUST $1 million. So I'm facing the pitch, and in less than 3 months, the Kumasi Sports Stadium pitch, you know, a standard, FIFA standard, but Kwabrani yet. And you want to win the AFCON. Papa na some no kind, and you no credit. We have spent more money in the Blasters in the attempt to win the AFCON, but we are spending the money in a very wrong way.
And anybody feel that was last time now, Dika, you know. And no one Christian in our system of living, the elderly is always wise. And on Thursday, the Black Stars of Ghana, Ejina Kono, and MD Kaka said, Max, coach, no dear, say match no anya say team. Ni post match no wayewi. Because now no all squad announcement no. Again, said Nancy, I said Thomas Partey kind.
Yeah.
Said they need good pitches. Enti se time bi oba na dura na Partey na ball no Arsenal no oba ha untimi mo na Partey ba otwetwe na ya Partey has said it when the vice president of the republic he decided to give these players 500,000 Ghana cedis 5 billion asa sika no Partey sika waje now just sika waje wa Arsenal no untimi fa sika we nkosi na ni so Partey right in front of the face and I say in the face of the vice president said it very clear. Said Ghana needs a good pitch. And right here, coach, and so yeah, the post the squad announcement honestly say they need good pitches. They need a good pitch. So and Christian in the submission say players they are saying it. They don't get good pitches to play on.
Many coach no menene adwene ye hear good pitch and ye nyina yenim ono so nim tse ye nyina yenim tse enye news but also what I say nemo the news obeka kire so person obe say ya nse pe pitch there no the news the entire news is but uche when was the last time Blasters say lusu or Kumasi so obeka ya ebia say you win it ngofo ebe say 2 ya nse 5 o say yen say Egypt 7 yen say de bia and the same page meaning so on me otima na me the same page de bia ye say nti then as san na obeka say page ni nti be mani mebu ya bem mesre ko membebu ye ya bem in the first place ko mo ankasa no ye ne mo issues nti man san fa bi meka ho Ghana as a nation no to ado obeji adwuma na so onim Ghana ono ankasa mo bi da ono a Blasters o mebo bi okuma se Ghana ha nyina da Ghana na yetumi kofa player Kevin Prince Boateng ba mebo a why fit ye ba kuma se ye mbo ball a wa mo ye wie ne ono de flag ye den Eri twa park no wusi ase de ntia pitch ne nye for no play or abroach. Nti Ghana pitch start say nye ne. Me so de me ya adwen. Sa match so ye say. Yan say. Ye pitch ya abroach for ba pitch on bobo a World Cup qualifiers ne ade ye quarter final ne second round ne ade na ya ne ye ball no. Ye bobi kwa tamale. Me boa. Sekendi na mi hu say ya boba ya bo tamale da. Ya bobi wa Accra. Ene ya bobi wa ha. Me boa. Ne or pitch ni Europe pitch ni bi ho nje so mo so mo be bobo ama Ghana mo mbo ma Europe andi what ma say na say etu opompo mo so anse no be ye pitch aye ba be man so every press conference ho because ye ni abre ye ko tu eska akọ sometimes stadium obedru na Ghana nipa to me buso ama wo kra 100 bisi ko fie ko hwe na obe start say ye wini na wa asem we ye ga ye wini andi na chese usuro say match na bia wontumi winning ti say one winning anu wanya bi dia andi says oni ne yadwe dabi so omo pom so e kwa omo fa so ankofo Central African Republic be say 2 ayete so omo 5 say no omo fa so nhye bi doctor last but not the least AFCON na ye corner page ni World Cup na page ni mu winning match say Ghana page nya ya te ase AFCON na page and AFCON page no so nye AFCON page na ya eye no omo winning match ye call US ko ball friendly na pitch ne no then is here
from
you to ado asem we Ghana had here how new had here sanyo andi ombe say
Dr. Randeabi enso akasa on issues anaba on Kwesi Appiah say there's pressure on Kwesi Appiah say or on resign as an ESCO member because your coach Adema Sudan and Ghana and so a game again and I see 2 games against Sudan. Dr. Randeabi, also part of the ESCO, say, are you aware of these conversations?
With regards to Ghanaian players who were born in the diaspora, some time back we were linked with the move of getting Kobe Mainoo. Recently we heard about the Dutch goalkeeper of Ghanaian descent with AZ Akma Odro. How far was his progress?
Well, I personally have not followed him. But I know that our technical directorate compiles a database of all these players who are eligible to play for Ghana. And we do the follow-ups as and when we believe that there is a prospect or a quality that we need to attract into our fold. So it is an ongoing process. It's something that we do every day. Every day, whether it is within our borders or outside this jurisdiction, we keep looking for talents and prospects that qualify to represent Ghana, and at any point in time that we find one, we'll monitor their progress. If we believe that we need to get them into our fold, we'll engage them, and if we are successful, we'll be excited about that.
Lastly, the issue about Kwesi Appiah being on the ESCO and also being the head coach of Sudan, is there a worry to the ESCO?
It could be uncomfortable sometimes, but I think that it's first of all, I mean, it's something that we're dealing with. I mean, we have him, he contributes quite well to our meetings and all that. And I think that so far we're okay.
So there's speculations that we are hearing that probably he's being pressured to leave. Is it true?
I am unaware of that. I am unaware.
All right.
I'm unaware of any pressure on him to leave.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Randeabi. And on so akasa mame fa de aka into aso na afi no Max o mo hwe ni nyina mo preko Max TV secures television broadcast rights for Black Stars AFCON home matches. Okay, and the Bambidiama Sporting Club unveils historic season tickets for their home matches for the 2024-2025 season, with VIP going for 2,000 Ghana cedis, gold stand 1,500 and yellow 1,000 Ghana cedis. Pre-season international friendly so Togo under 20 any Accra Heartfolk and Subebo Ewo Aye Lume and 3 p.m. and Sana Heart Edni Niachimu back Ewo Ghana, and also Kumasi Asante Korogo takes on Vision FC ɛwɔ ɛyɛ another pre-season game nyame admo chena Samatex ending so atemane ne ɛwɔ ɛyɛ takwa na ɔmo nso ɛbɔ the champion of champions and enti ɛno nso yɛ sɛ deɛ ho nsɛm ɛsi ɛteɛ Sir Christian and Maxwell nsɛm no baabi a mo de bɛfa no kakra na afi ne yɛhwɛ deɛ aka
me sure say coach Kwesi Appiah the end there aka there are people they see nothing wrong with it because can cry no see more kasa asem no cry because asem na Kwesi Appiah ato no the same thing that happens in Ghana Premier League. And I say with your daughter Safoji. So our conflict of interest, Ghana Premier League are owned by executive council members that are supposed to bring check and balances. Me ade media me bobino se bibi kosia. How do I bring that check and balances? Those people do not have him the moral right to even ask Coach Kwesi Appiah to resign his position as executive council because they also want say if they force Coach Kwesi Appiah to resign. Then they also be forced to resign their position as executive council members because when executive council members are most more Ghana Premier League clubs. Tiasem na kwaya atwetwe omobo. Ebian kombe pese Coach Kwesi Appiah be resign. Bama Coach Kwesi Appiah resign pa. The entire Coach Kwesi Appiah resign no and most of them are guilty of it. So we leave it. And I said another doctor can say be do stage bi no na ye can discussions be about Blasters in a game against A Sudan. Now Coach Kwesi Appiah be part of it. We can only ask Coach Kwesi Appiah says I meet you here. You don't be part of it. Man, me so no kasa kra no will opt out from that meeting and that one day and me no mo ya adwen. So let's close the matter and na yenhwe but once DBS you learn from it. How do we prevent the occurrence of this thing again? That is why we need to go back to the status. Me say the entire Ghana Premier League, bribery, corruption, any fixed matches, very difficult to uproot. And it's omo are the same people now. Almost FA members now. And one and watching wine. And until that thing happens, you better be coming in the I don't see solutions to some of these problems. Mediama, they are setting the pace. The first pace they've set in is can club on Nankasa one stadium Ukrumasia. Obienu one stadium no to Mediama Diano. No cre Baku. Even as good Linkley Sports Stadium no. Sene and now Linkley Sports Stadium then. Ode to the Mediama for Sina. Mediama Diano top notch. They are setting the pace. Others must follow. Adeba Akua clubs edinya sika a season ticket. And the season ticket se nipa nya to sa season ticket na wo bawo wa mawo waju sika. Season ticket. The advantage of selling a season ticket ni say be cumulatively lower. And the emphasis say Mediama go home game bia be 50 cities. About how many home games?
17.
What the multiplier the autumn season ticket be a bit lower. Be a VIP crown so no matter season ticket be a VIP be 100 cities.
It's a VIP almost on 2,000.
2,000. Yeah. Sa 2,000 nipa nya to sa season ticket na and the game no wo bow wa mo watwia.
Yeah.
Watwia. So the stadium, even the VIP, so much ton season ticket ni nyina. Na yema, the VIP may be empty. Ni para to ama, but sikani die wagidi atui. And I think that season ticket, but season ticket no, and ubetimi atonwa. Number one, team ni nya kono, venue ni nya kono. Untimi ton season ticket mo bia, untimi ton season ticket wo dawu. Obato season ticket wo dawu.
Amia.
Kumasi Sports Stadium washroom kra no toilet ubakona a toilet roll kra bi na hono no o ton season ticket amawan so to entice people to buy season ticket enema mema ehwa conducive on obi to season ticket na advantages kakra obakra na alich me aminto season ticket do ato season ticket refreshment on refreshment bia na say expensive and a meat pie say
beba na seat no ya kama
meat pie kakra si ho drink kakra e bi kra na hisa kwa
inji cola bi
inji cola de opa alcoholic kra so anya de ne bo nyemu de bi de efu kakra nda form a and you entice people to buy that season ticket no so even in the event that they don't come to the stadium wa feel pocket away and I think they are setting the pace, others must begin to follow.
Max for across also
train ye video ne mami ana mpa cho me dia send yi mami na eno ana me de bewi and you say teams are can say two na Ghana ba ko ka che so o tu kwan o tu kwan me kama se o David me kama se me nche oh train ye video na
I ready obey so after that
me dia send no father
o dey
when ye be ham
or the better so kasa
enti ya tie na ya cry say na dey ntu kwan ye dey be ntu kwan na mpanifo so okay ye be ko Togo yes ye be ko Togo a Chris so Togo dey anya brochire Togo dey a heya anya brochire enti ye hwe ye nuanom kitwa nam so ye brain ekro ba kono bota o de kro ne be
hohoi
yen ya travel ta ko Togo no ma ba hohoi no ma be bodro yen anu wi no ma bel mi na de kepo so sa be dware nsu oh dia mecho ba has kwa brochire ye ko Togo se Togo ya brochire na Togo ya brochire
but you can't reach that Togo nkan
sa
junior bu Togo o ba ka se junior wa reach
say the Christian also can omukwa abroad they traveled outside the country
outside the country
but
outside the country mponkwane no ne dey
me baso mani roli sa enti de atene say has etukwan
kwa abroad
and then you kwa outside Ghana now kono mo kwan no de then say e ko bi de sokode ba ha obeka se sokode we spelling the all kind of sokoda
e bi ko sokode de e bi ko ne bi ko sokode de ne
se sokode anu cross border ya je passport e hwem
ti has ni
it has go pie kro no so no support us supporters e wo kro mo
Ghana for wo Togo
come se me kinse okay kabia ma ko ma e kro no pia support us of folk
e wo sokode ho no
sokode Togo e kro akese ni bio amsa uyilo me a sokode na eba nti ai say Togo folk ma se o Togo so ho nyefe because we na mi hun sa e chrono bia support has no bisa za adenji o muso 2000 na no mo je Champions League ne ko o mo she kotokoje Confederations Cup nya no mo hwebi enti 2004 ni nyina nti o mo support te pa bas after the no mo she na efe Christian Bacho remember my name say
we so ko da asem
enti we dey on ka bi mam
kroni nyina so boto ha
enti omode na nyeni we video evidence enti o hine no
kire musa mponkoni no
we say we your friend royal welcome so we nyo obi ana ye de be ma
okay
si say bia na nado ko ha minister bi ko akọ obi amfi ba bia na nado ana say ye wura mo ko ha ene ye benya we bi
tunkwala ne mpanimfo ne
eno kra nyo hine bia na kwai be ma
kwala ne nyina obi akra ndo no
na ne da we o mo se bu
obi twene okro
o so obi ai ha se ni okro mo na say ye wanwa we yamfa video amba ka meka se ye bo
ha se ba na nkwala nyina akototo
enkwala ne nyina to dondo na me enyenye se omo so culture ne say dondo na omo de jota omo die enye akra so bas ni eno ekro ni nya obi ankwa aduma
na mponko so die
mponko no kan 1 2 3 4
Real Madrid be bo Champions
League video no kra no baby wo amenya mponko na bo 100
mponko
more than 100 na ponko ba ku ni ne bo Ghana sa wonta hu ponko wa Kumasi nyam se ponko wa hayetre ba ku bi na prempa assembly wo wodem enti ponko no omu nyina hwe moto omu agya aduma hwe nkofo na asa won wa asa hwe phobia nko an enti wei senye video ni enya na nke beka se yeboa Togo ni bia ya house ni the whole Togo ya house of folk enti mate say on the first match omo share 3 enna man nkofo no kra ni agi no enti team na omo share ne 3 ne samase for no meboa
samase
nti on pese omo ne carafo bo carafo na adwane omo say ati de omo de on players kan to omo dwane because mo hwe na enti news omode ba ne say wo mbekye wo Ghana league ni bia tre
Ghana Premier League next week ya sa na be ba kasala wanet o be man target to krum edem ya and the Ghana Premier League say nche bia ye bo Super Cup no this weekend me bo ye bo Super Cup ni ya o de kikasa
no darling Paul ne be kan sana
o kama o ma kasala wanet
sa me na me nim no darling Paul be kan but say
the one my course was so connect.
Yes, unza me kasala minim ni baby a. But say the darling Paul can on ha nam so no enya me hwa obese be 7 hat-tricks. Now I say braces were 12. What I say? Hearts in a big league your friend is saying. Togo. Minga nka Hearts ne kotoko kra nko bon match o Togo. Ana oni me ngadwen. Ohode nka ye betimoti. Andy, it was a good like heroic welcome. I think say pre-season be bia nti ye best room say omo bagana ye say starting match na 3 obi eje 3 on the amateur because muntumi but omo shirt no omo she no omo dey year training I think say but just in na say baba nanka abadada andi nanka omo mbeto bi no omo ato unza house just in your top out ba ko no mo de ban tem no be first two no ekoi but ye ba be start league next season me next week has JC e be shewe nti omo de adum ja me wan kola nso asoja no Togo omba be dru Ghana no na eja na dum because ba na nka omo share 3 o Togo say Ghana team is
omo bakra no obi
aso ba na nka obi ase JC ni edition omo say JC sales no kra ekosoro
has back from
oh nti wo see best start season no omo adai kotokodi omo JC abekere meboa aba ana eba
so omo on value omo
enti say emma e kro omo de abekere ma ama a waiting for appetite and so okay bibi something is cooking but so what I say Karela de omo de aba we de ne de aba yenim say ye colors no doors nti ye de ne be fasten obia but e was say eba beautiful people, beautiful colors. Nanka aba, nanka go for to akosia, nanka omo dey na obedru akra no. Na obi say 5 years, the obi say 4 years, obi say 3 years, the obi say edum ja no. Nti omo hwe no omo ya but omo ya de. Say wo hu mponkon.
Say America say we just a Madrid, Santiago Bernabeu na you hobi. Happy